Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this MBA podcast. I've got a special guest with me. Her name is Devanshi. She's from Welingkar Institute of Management and she has bagged a package of 24 lakhs per annum. That too in finance. 24 lakhs, that's huge.
Thank you.
That happened in finance. I would love to know your background. Where you from, what you've done till today. Give us a little brief about your background.
So I'm Devanshi. I've done my BCom from Mumbai.
Wow.
Then I got placed right out of college into a digital marketing firm
Okay.
where I worked for around 2 years, and then I joined another firm for around 6 months. Till that time I got into Welingkar, so then I had to leave that job. And
Okay.
then yeah.
Okay. By the way, she has been placed in one of the giant name in the finance industry. I will definitely not be able to disclose the name, but the company visits tier 1B schools and you can talk about IMs and Excel and FMS. That company goes everywhere. And I'm really happy that the company visited Welingkar as well. And, you have Devanshi here getting picked up by the company. Interestingly, you did digital marketing
Yeah.
and then finance. ये कुछ समझ नहीं आया, थोड़ा explain करो.
So when I was doing BCom, I always had an inclination towards finance and accounts and economics in general. But then, so because of college placements and the profile was like client servicing, so I thought, why not just get like an industry experience for 2 years, because that really helps in your placements, at least here in B school. And so then I got into that. I got to know a lot of things. It's not just like, digital marketing. You learn time management, corporate, how do you talk to corporate people, email etiquettes, all that you come to know in this 2.5 years. And then when I actually wanted to do my MBA, because I wanted to switch from marketing to finance. So MBA is like the right opportunity for you to kind of switch when you want to switch. So, and with a higher package, obviously.
Obviously. After doing your, BCom, right, from Mumbai,
Yeah.
what made you to join Welingkar? And I'm asking this very straightforward because there is a perception that, people like, from Mumbai or Jai Hind and SRC and Symbiosis Arts and Commerce will end up getting into tier 1, like, IMs and FMNs and XLRs of the world. But then you opted for Welingkar. So what was inside your mind? What, I'm from Mumbai, I'm doing good in life. चलो वेलिंकर में जाके भी मैं फोड़ सकती हूँ, which you did eventually. But what was the thought process?
So I didn't actually give CAT because I knew like my math is not great, so I didn't want to go through. I was working also, so like I didn't want to leave work and give a entrance exam and take time off for that. So that's why I thought, why not give a little easier exams and crack the top colleges in Mumbai, because Mumbai being a financial hub,
True.
all good companies go there, and then excel in your academics throughout. I had a good profile, well balanced profile, came here, became the placement secretary, which is like the thing here. And
which is the thing here.
Yeah, so the responsibility bit was lacking in my profile, which I got here. And so when you have a well balanced profile, even like a big company will pick you. So that was it.
Fantastic. My follow-up question will be, lot of girls are not opting for finance. I don't know why so, but then I would love to understand how is the scenario in Welingkar as far as the finance batch is concerned. Like, how is the gender diversity here?
So I would say it's the opposite in Welingkar. Like,
Okay.
My batch, I see more women going towards finance, and I feel like we do that daily in household life. Like, we're so good at managing finances. Why not manage finances of big companies? So, I mean, I think more girls should get into it.
True that. So, we have always heard this from last decade, I would say, mere khayal se, that Welingkar is really, really good for sales and marketing. But I think now the tables are turning. I interviewed a couple of other students also, जिन्होंने finance में काफी फोड़ा है. They got into companies like Morgan and all that. So I would love to understand what is happening in Welingkar as far as finance is concerned. Why it's getting better?
So even I did my summer internship in Morgan Stanley, by the way.
Wow.
So I mean, that kind of helps you get the final placements, because the companies that come for internships for finance are great here. Like Goldman also comes here for internship, which is great. But the faculty is amazing. Like we have people who are like, they're doing their consultancy, but then they come and teach us also. So they have like corporate experience, and they're sharing like live examples of what's happening there. And then you get to, brainstorm with them. Also, like our faculty gives us live projects to work on if they think you have the ability to balance both. And that kind of gives you like a hands-on training on what you're supposed to do in your corporate life. So which is great. Like the faculty is great. There is hands-on learning. There are industry immersions. So it's like a 360-degree approach, I would say, in terms of
Okay.
finance also.
Okay. Can you help me to understand what sort of a finance infrastructure you have in the college? Like, do you have Thomson Reuters sort of lab,
So we have a
Bloomberg lab?
So yeah, we do have a Bloomberg terminal, and then we have free courses. Like you don't have to pay for the BMC course, or now they have fundamentals of finance course. So now they have like 3-4 courses.
So
you don't have to pay for them.
somebody teaches you those stuff, or it's a tie-up with somebody else?
So Bloomberg has a terminal
okay.
where they have these concepts. So
Fantastic.
you have to see like the videos, then they have a test at the end of each video, and they start from the absolute scratch, right? So that kind of helps you understand the basic finance. For people who are doing engineering and come here, finance may seem a little alien, but something like a Bloomberg terminal helps them understand what happens really. Like you see the dynamic world of finance, and that helps you, you learn from there also, and you can apply that in your practical life, or you learn from class and apply it in your Bloomberg terminal.
So a lot of colleges now these days are gunning for having the Bloomberg terminals. We call it as BBG, by the way, in a short form, out of love, by the way. So it's quite important, it's quite imperative for a B school if they really want to grow in finance. Bloomberg lab hona bahut zyada zaruri hota hai, and I've made a mention about this in my videos multiple times. Now I have somebody who has used Bloomberg terminal. I want you to tell them that why it's important that you should get your hands on Bloomberg terminal.
Like a lot of companies right now in the financial sector who use Bloomberg on a daily basis to make decisions, right? Because you get authentic information, you get fast information, and you get real-time information in terms of Bloomberg, which is very much essential, because wherever you're going to get placed, you're going to use a Bloomberg terminal or a Reuters. So if you have like something, BMC teaches you how to use like a Bloomberg market concept, teaches you how to use the Bloomberg terminal.
Nice.
So if you're already equipped with that, your training in your your corporate journey becomes so much easier, because you feel more confident about yourself when you know stuff that you're supposed to not know. So that's pretty cool.
One more thing, just to add on here, that if anybody who is gunning for IBs like Morgan, Goldman, JP Morgan, so on and so forth, Bloomberg is the must thing. I mean, like, वो finance का knowledge बाद में देख लेंगे भाई, पहले तुझे Bloomberg आता है कि नहीं वो बता. So I think that is must. So thank you so very much for covering that. As far as the finance curriculum is concerned, is there anything specific that you want to make a mention? कि जैसे सर वेलिंकर में हमें ना फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग पढ़ाया जाता है, या फिर वेलिंकर में हमें लेट्स से डेरिवेटिव वैल्यूएशंस वगैरह पढ़ाए जाते हैं, बिकॉज़ आई एम आस्किंग दिस बिकॉज़ देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ फाइनेंस लवर्स, दे वुड लव टू नो कि यार ये चीजें पढ़ाई जाती है कि नहीं.
So one thing, yes, definitely financial modeling, we learn like hands-on how to make a financial model from scratch on Excel, which I don't think a lot of B schools teach. And the other being SQL. And I worked in my internship in Morgan. The one thing that they needed was SQL and Power BI. And we're being taught that here. So for me, my internship was a breeze, because they gave me so much work, actually, like actual work. I contributed to the firm because I knew SQL. So, which is
Nice.
like, I don't think a lot of B schools offer that, and which was great.
You guys also get a chance to learn Python or something?
Yeah, we do.
Fantastic. Cool. I think that's it from our side. And guys, thank you so very much for watching this video. And thanks to you, Devanshi, for giving some time. Again, she got placed in one of the giant companies. 24 lakhs per annum is the package. All the very best. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.